GTA 6, News and Rumor Watch. What's real? What's noise? What's next? If I told you Rockstar's quiet marketing is the most pro-player move of the year and that it explains the silence around a third trailer better than any leak, would you believe me? Keep that in mind while we tour the latest facts, the freshest commentary, and the rumors worth tracking. At the end, I'll circle back with the one under-discussed reason this low-profile approach actually gives you a cleaner launch. Quick ask while we dive in. If this guide surfaces at least one detail you hadn't seen, tap like so more GTA fans can find it. Drop your day one or wait for patch plan in the comments, and subscribe for daily trend breakdowns. Want member-only polls and early cuts? Hit join. If this deep dive saves you a dozen tabs, consider super thanks. I'll shout out the first 5 supporters in the next upload. Snapshot, what's official right now? Release date, May 26, 2026. Moved from the original 2025 window. Launch platforms, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X or S. Setting, Leonida with Vice City as the neon heart. Coastal keys, wetlands, exurbs, and urban cores stitched together. Leads, Lucia and Jason. Dual protagonist framing baked into mission design and tone. Marketing status, Trailer 1 and Trailer 2 are out. Additional pre-launch footage likely closer to release rather than a long monthly drip. Rating, pending. Expect mature content. The big rocks are set, date, platforms, place, and leads. The noise lives in everything else. We'll separate signal from shrug below. Energy? Why everyone's talking scope again. The most repeated industry take this month is simple. No one wants to ship near GTA 6. Publishers are reshuffling calendars and hedging marketing spend because a Rockstar launch warps conversation for weeks, sometimes months. Whether you love or hate the quintuple A label that's making the rounds, the sentiment is clear. Studios expect GTA 6 to dominate discoverability, dashboard real estate, and streamer attention. All pricing is a meme, not a metric, but it does capture how cultural gravity changes player behavior. When GTA shows up, even non-GTA videos trend, because everyone is benchmarking against it. For creators, that's a tide you can ride. Comparison videos, tech breakdowns, and mod wish lists all spike. The world, fresh details you can safely bank on. Rockstar's latest assets and site updates paint a sharper picture of Leonida. Beyond Vice City's skyline, you'll find the keys, long bridges, storm shutters, sparse services, the kind of stretches where a wrong fuel call matters, wetlands and backcountry, airboat lanes, mangroves, boardwalks, and wildlife that make slapstick and danger share the same frame. Port districts and highways, freight yards, elevated interchanges, and storage strips built for chases, train jumps, and heist exits. Named locales teased in materials, Port Gellhorn, Mount Calaga National Park, Ambrosia, Grass Rivers, and the Leonida Keys, a lattice for missions that pivot from ocean to asphalt in minutes. Design read, everything about the geography screams contrast. Downtown heat 1 minute, storm-strafed flats the next. It's not just about bigger, it's about more pacing knobs for missions and free roam. Characters, the supporting cast. That signals systems. We know Lucia and Jason headline the story, but Rockstar has quietly introduced a roster that hints at economy, nightlife, and virality. Booby Ike. The smiling shark, real estate, a club, and a studio under one roof. Draquan Priest, a hustler turned music mover with a line to only Raw Records. Real Demas, Baylux, and Roxy, the duo who turn heat into views and views into cash. Cal Hampton, Raul Bautista, Brian Heder, names tied to law, business, and the kind of deals that force you to choose between respect and results. The marketing silence. Not a red flag, a strategy. Since Trailer 2, the communication cadence has been deliberately quiet. Rather than monthly teasers, Rockstar is favoring a shorter, sharper window closer to launch. That likely means fewer piecemeal mechanics videos early, more densely informative deep dives later. A bigger emphasis on hands-on previews in a tight burst, then preloads and final beats. Social clips that mirror in-game feed culture, showing how notoriety and virality work in the world without over-explaining UI. My take? This is the anti-fatigue plan. Long pre-launch cycles rust players' attention and inflate speculation. A compact ramp reduces expectations drift and gives devs room to ship. Rumor watch. PC at launch, low. Rockstar's pattern says consoles first, PC later. If it happens earlier this time, it would be a meaningful break from tradition. Treat Day 1 PC posts as wish list until proven otherwise. Price hikes past standard premium, medium. Speculation bubbles whenever scope talk heats up. Until packs and editions are announced, pretend that leaked price charts are motivational posters, not facts. Third trailer timing, medium-high. Expect a late window trailer focused on uninterrupted gameplay slices, key systems, wanted heat, social feed, water traversal, and a mission that proves new pacing. Online at launch versus later, medium. Rockstar has options. Launch the online layer later to protect story performance, or bundle a slim online beta window. Either way, expect years of post-launch support. Map size versus density, medium. Leakers love square miles talk. What matters is density and interior access. Early material implies more enterable spaces in clusters and sharper day-night swings in crowds. Storm systems doing real work, medium. Tropical weather appears choreographed for visibility and traction changes. If boats, airboats, and bridges become mission-critical, storms are gameplay, not window dressing. Witnesses and phones change stealth, high. Modern satire practically demands it. Expect more eyes, more recordings, and more consequences when you botch a clean exit. Multiple major cities, low. Leonida already packs contrast. Adding a second metropolis would be a marketing bullet, not a rumor. Prepare for one state, many biomes. Mechanics, what trailers, and site assets signal. Crowd simulation, tourist corridors are thicker by day, clubs and strips breathe at night. That rhythm creates more stealth tools and more ambush risk. Vehicles. Expect a midpoint between sim and arcade, with shoreline physics and wake behavior that finally makes water fast and fun. Interiors. Clusters of enterable locations, clubs, bodegas, pawn shops, connected by near-seamless transitions. Heat and evidence more than stars. Think witness memory, phone footage, and geotagged clout that can follow you across districts unless you disrupt it. Heists. Social engineering plus muscle. In the Lucia/Jason dynamic. Choices that feel expensive because cleanup is now a design pillar. Design red. If GTA 5 perfected the 3-lead spectacle, VI wants the 2-lead consequence machine. Smaller cast at the top, bigger ripples from each bad decision. Tech expectations, current gen only. Launching on current gen consoles only means fewer compromises. The practical wins, streaming budget for dense crowds, and big interiors without PS4/X1 constraints. Frame time discipline becomes the headline metric over pure pixel counts. Storage reality. Budget approximately 100 plus gigabytes with day 1 patches in mind. Keep headroom. Stability and consistency are what make open worlds feel next-gen on a living room screen, not just ray-traced reflections. The extra runway into 2026 likely buys polish. Community Pulse. What players are debating this month? Scope versus price. Is a bigger world worth a higher sticker price? Until additions land, this is a vibes debate, but it reveals that players now measure value in systems, not map edges. Trailer 3 Hunger. Some want monthly morsels. Others prefer a blackout until a single meaty deep dive. The patience camp is growing. Burnout is real. PC timing. Modders want in early. Console owners prefer a rock-solid launch. The double-dip crowd plans console now. PC later for mods and frame pacing. Online expectations. Seasonal versus expansion-style updates. Role-play-friendly systems and policing balance are the hot threads. My take is the healthiest thread is the less hype, more hands-on chorus. It pushes the conversation toward what actually ships, how it stacks up to GTA V and RDR2, today's lens. Launch footprint, V. I avoids cross-gen drag day 1. V found its best self on later hardware. That alone should raise the floor for crowds and interiors. Switching model. V's triad taught Rockstar how to stage parallel chaos. V's duo can make chemistry and consequences the star. Satire layer. V roasted the 2010s social feed from the outside. VSci appears to live inside it, which could finally make reputation a mechanical pillar. My bet. If notoriety truly sticks, through witnesses, feeds, and patrol adaptation, SACE will feel like a social simulation with cars, not just a driving game with jokes. Release window chessboard. Late May capture. A clean runway into summer leisure time and streaming season. Publisher behavior. Expect shifts, not chicken runs. Games will flank with genres that don't cannibalize. Platform dashboards. Expect hard feature slots, preload banners, and tie-ins the week prior. My take. The quiet spring to summer slot is the friendliest player experience. Word of mouth lasts longer when you're not juggling 4 blockbusters. Smart prep checklist. Storage. Reserve 100 plus gigabytes and 20 to 30 gigabytes extra for patches. Display. Verify VRR/ALLM settings and HDMI bandwidth. Spoilers. Mute keywords and creator names. The social layer may make iconic moments travel fast. Crew. Decide co-op rituals and role-play nights now. Friends amplify open-world fun. Final reveal, why the quiet marketing is a gift. Here's the payoff to that opening hint. A short, late marketing window does 3 things for players. Prevents hype drift, fewer months to invent features that don't ship, protects polish, less assets churn, more time stabilizing frame time and AI. Amplifies momentum, a dense preview burst plus preload week is cleaner than a year of trickles. Net result, a launch with fewer expectation hangovers and more time spent doing the thing we actually want, getting lost in Leonida. If this helped you sort signal from noise, hit like so the algorithm shares it with more players, subscribe for daily trend breakdowns, and spoiler smart guides. Want member-only polls, early cuts, and comment priority? Tap join. Love the long form? Hit super thanks. I'll shout out the first 5 supporters by name in the follow-up. See you in Vice City.